All right, here today with Marie Wattel. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
yeah. So you've had an interesting, crazy kind of 12 months, really. Hey, an injury kind of put you out of swimming for a while here, and you're slowly making your way back.
Yeah, so I hurt my knee in November 2023. So during the Olympic preparation,
Hmm.
I had a full rupture of my cruciate ligament in the knee. So of course I couldn't do the surgery during the Olympic year, but I felt like I needed to do it if I wanted to go to up to LA. So yeah, I'm taking this year a little bit. I'm taking my time just to get back in shape and do a good rehab.
It's uh, it's the toughest thing, isn't it? Like you're preparing for an Olympics and you're pushing as hard as you can, and you want to be in the best shape of your life, and so you're taking in some respects, you're taking some risks of training to the max, and then you have a situation like this. You were saying it was just kind of one day in the gym where you felt something, right?
Yeah, so it was in the gym. So 10 years before that, I had like a partially torn my ligaments, but
Mm.
it wasn't like a full rupture, and I felt like my knee was quite stable and I was getting really confident with it. And of course, it happened the worst during the worst periods, but. Yeah, it was really a tough blow because it was in the gym and I think I was getting a little bit overconfident. It
Mm.
was like an exercise with changes of directions, and then we had to jump on the box. And at the time, I took my I wanted to do the jump. My knee went out, and I heard the noise, and I knew exactly that it was my cruciate ligament.
Mm.
And yeah, it was tough. It was a tough blow, of course, but I think we managed to get back quite good. We manage it quite well. Yes.
You've been an Olympian in the past for France. You've swum at a couple of Olympics. Did you feel a different type of pressure in the lead up to Paris?
I think I would lie if I say I didn't feel this. I didn't feel a higher pressure
Mm.
because I think in May 2023 I started to have pain in my shoulders, and I was getting frustrated and upset. And I think it's because I wanted to be at my best in my best shape ever
Right.
to go to the Olympics.
Hmm.
And so I think I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and then because of my shoulders, I was working a little bit more on my legs, and then of course I dislocated my knee. So and then I hurt my back and my neck,
Wow.
and I think at the end of the year, uh, I realized it's because I was probably putting too much pressure on myself. It's not
Mm.
from the environment. It was just I just wanted to be at my best, and I think I was probably putting a lot too much pressure on myself, and my body was responding to it. And yeah, that's a shame, but we learn from it.
Yeah, that's an interesting point there. Is like you're learning from it. I mean, you never want to learn from your failures, but it seems like we learn more from the times that we do fail. And um, I mean, you never want to be in a situation where you cause injury through the failure. But what do you think you'll take now from this learning and from this pressure that you put yourself on and these injuries that you've had? Now that you're making the move to America and starting kind of almost fresh in your career again, what do you think you'll learn from that?
I think I think I'm someone really intuitive, and I really trust my instinct, and I really trust. I think I had a good feeling on listening to my body, and this is something I lost going to the Olympics because as I said, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I wanted to be at 110% every day. And I think I pushed it a little bit too far. And I think I lost it. I lost this intuitive feeling and the connection I had with my body. And so yeah, that's the lesson I will keep for the coming years. But yeah, and also I realized, of course, my aim was to get an Olympic medal in Paris. It didn't happen, and because it didn't happen, I realized it wasn't really important to me, because I'm still myself. I'm still happy. My friends are there. My family love me. Everything is fine. So I just realized it's not a big deal not to win an Olympic medal. So I think it's quite good.
Yeah, it's an interesting perspective. Like on one side, you're chasing medals, and now on the back end of this, now you're just swimming for different reasons. What do you think the purposes of your swimming now are? Like, what are you trying to get out of swimming other than just chasing medals, I guess?
Yeah, I think of course, I'm really competitive. I love competition. I'm really driven by excellence. I'm driven. Um, I'm really. I always want to explore, to discover, to learn new things, learn from myself, learn from other people, from my coach, and I think I've got so much more to understand in this sport. And I think I didn't really achieve my full potential. I think that's why I want to continue. And yeah, I just love it. And I'm really, that's why also I'm moving to the US, is because I want to learn new stuff. I want to see something new and to have a new challenge. And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. How did you decide on ASU and Herbie in the end?
So basically, after the Olympics, I was a bit lost because my coach, Julian, he decided to stop coaching. He wanted to do something else and be really away from the swimming world. And so in Marseille, the club decided to focus more on a young male team. They wanted to start from scratch again. And of course, like, I wasn't really compatible with their new project and their new dynamic. And I was like, okay, if I want to continue, I want to be in a place where I believe it's the best place to train. And I didn't have this intuition with Marseille. So at first I wanted to move to Australia. So
Good
I
choice.
contacted, yeah, of course. So yeah, I was really excited to move to Australia. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. And then I realized it was quite complicated when you're a foreigner. And also I contacted Mel Marchand, and she said it would be complicated to train with her because she would be in a national center. And I talked to McKeon, which was he was a teammate from Marseille, and then he moved there to Arizona. And he told me he was going to go there, and I realized it was really a good idea because I've already listened to a few podcasts from Herbie. Of course, Léon was there, and I felt like it was a good place to be. And I like Herbie and his philosophy about training, and I think he's really dedicated and really passionate about swimming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was, and also there was always something in me, like, it wasn't a regret, but I was like, oh, maybe I would never go to a university in the US, and having this opportunity as a pro at 27 years old, I think it's quite fun. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I've actually met a lot of people who, again, it's not a regret, but they always have that thing in the back of their mind. Well, what's it like in America? What's the university system like? And so to be able to get an opportunity, like you said, is cool. How are you doing it? Do you have like special visa or something to be able to live here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start with a touristic visa, and then I'm gonna apply to the special visa for the
Yeah,
athletes,
Olympians. Yeah.
for the Olympian. So yeah, it's gonna be a
Mm.
long process. I need to focus on it, but yeah, we will see how it goes.
Yeah. What about your background? What are you coming from? Like, how have you trained in the past to be as good as you are? You said you've been with your coach Julian for a while now. It must be hard to lose somebody that's had such a big influence on your life, right?
Yeah, so basically, I've trained at home in the French Alps until I was 15 years old,
Mm.
and then I moved to Nice. With I don't know if you know him, but his name is Fabrice Pellerin. He
Yeah.
coached Yannick Agnel, of course, Camille
Right.
Muffat,
Yep.
and so I trained with him until 2016. And I was really disappointed about my results, and I felt like it wasn't really sprint specific,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really want to train for the 200. My coach was coaching me to do 200 fly and stuff, but I didn't really like it. I wasn't really excited to go to training,
Mm.
and also I wanted to do studies as well, and in France it's really complicated to do both. But it was too late to go to the US, so I moved to Loughborough in the UK, and I loved it. And I trained with Ian Hume for 5 years. It
Mm-hmm.
went well. Um, I achieved all of my first international medals with him, my first Olympic final with him. So everything was well, but I felt like I needed to move and I needed a new challenge. So I went to Marseille and I trained with Julian. And yeah, it was really interesting because with Fabrice in Nice, I worked a lot on my aerobic capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Then with in Loughborough, I worked a lot on race pace and more like doing sprint stuff. And
Yep.
in Marseille, I feel like it was the combination of both, and I
Mm.
really liked it. And Julian was really his eye on technique is it was incredible, and I've
Mm.
learned a lot with him as well.
Mm.
Um, so here's my background. I guess I did a little bit of 200 work when I was younger, and as I'm getting older, I'm more doing like hundreds work, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer about Julian. Why did he decide to step back, you think, from the sport?
I think he didn't really like the swimming world, like
Mm.
the politic aspect
Yeah.
in swimming,
Mm.
and I think it was a lot of sacrifices as well for his family, and he
Right.
wanted to spend more time with his children, of course.
You want to swim faster? You need Sprint Revolution resistance equipment. This isn't just gear, it's a game changer. Our propellers, power socks, stretch cords, parachutes, and paddles are all designed to build explosive speed and power in the water. If you're serious about taking your swim to the next level, you need the best resistance gear out there. Sprint Revolution, where speed is born.
What about the impact that the Olympics had on France? Well, first of all, how do you think the team did at the Olympics, at the home Olympics?
I think the team did really well. Well, of course, Léon
Yeah. Yeah.
was the
He did pretty
main
good.
character of the team.
Mm.
But Anastasia, she finished second on the 1500
Mm-hmm.
on the female team, and the guys they did well. I think we didn't shock on the pressure. We were at our level. Of
Mm.
course, we didn't really exceed the expectations, but we didn't disappoint. I think we did our job, and it's it's a different type of pressure. Of course, you know it, but sometimes it's not really beneficial for the team. And I think we were able to use it and to manage it quite well. So yeah, I think I'm proud of the team. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Léon did incredible under the pressure. The way that he walked out and smiled and took his time and was so patient in his racing and so dominant. I mean, yeah, that was phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
really superstar kind of level. But the other performance that I think was really kind of went under the radar a little bit was Flo Manaudou. Flo getting on the podium again at another Olympics. And just the way he came out and got the crowd going for that 50 free, I think that was phenomenal too, you know?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
crowd was amazing. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, we were not really surprised by Florent because we know what he's capable of,
Mm.
and we've seen him at French nationals
Mm.
in the morning of the 53. The 53 heats. Honestly, I think he swam 21.5, but he was slowing down the last
Yeah.
50 meters, and we were like all really shocked about this performance, and
Yeah.
we knew he had something in him for sure.
Yeah. What about you in terms of going to America now? What are you expecting? What do you think will be exciting for you? What do you think might be different for you?
So first, when I was training in Marseille, I was training only with boys, which was fun. But I think I'm looking to train with a group of girls as well because,
Yeah.
as I said, I love competition, you know, and I want to have competition in training as well. And of course, I was trying to raise the guys, but you know,
Mm.
they're just better than me. So I'm looking to train with a good team and to train with girls and have fun with them. And I'm also looking to just discover like the university program. And I mean, I go as a pro, of course, but
Yeah.
like just to see how it works. And also, I mean, US, it's the best country in the world in swimming with Australia. And yeah, I want to see what they do differently, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really curious about that.
What do you think your just preconceived ideas of what they do differently? What do you think might be a big difference that you see from France to us to the USA?
I think it's probably the team aspect. We
Mm.
don't do. I mean, I was training with 6 other guys, so yeah, I'm expecting to train with a bigger group or at least having like a bigger team and more like a team spirit aspect
Yeah.
where everyone is lifting people up. I guess that's my idea about the US, but I don't think they compromise the individualization of every athlete. So I think
Mhm.
that's what they do really good in the US.
What about you? What do you do good right now, and then what do you think the things you need to improve on are?
Um, I think my strength is really good. I think my distance per stroke is quite good in freestyle and butterfly.
Yeah.
Um, I think what I need to work on is probably my explosiveness and my underwater. Yeah,
Mm.
I think I'm
Mm.
more like someone. I would say because of my background, my aerobic base is better than all the explosive stuff and the
Right.
power stuff. And
Right.
so yeah, this is something I want to explore. Like go even more to the sprint side in swimming.
How do you feel about your body image in terms of getting stronger? Are you comfortable getting stronger as a female athlete? Do you want to get stronger? Do you look for that as well?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm always like I'm not sure. Like I feel like I can gain weight really easily. Like I can gain fat, but muscle as well really easily.
Right.
When I do gym, like I stopped the gym for 6 months, and it's been 4 weeks now. And when I look at my body, I'm like, it feels like I didn't stop at all. But I try not to compare myself to the other girls, because of course when I look to McKeon or Gretchen Walsh or Tori Usk, for example, we don't have the same body type. And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like sometimes I'm trying to look like them, instead of maybe go to the other side and trying to build like a really like a muscular body, but heavier. So sometimes I'm a bit scared to go this way, because I'm like, if I feel heavier, I don't know if I will go faster, you know. But it's really interesting, because I feel like I'm always limiting myself in the gym to not gain weight, you know. Yeah,
But you
because
can certainly gain strength and not gain weight, can't you? Isn't there a way that you could? I mean, genetically, some people are more. They, like you said, they put on size a little bit easier. But there's certainly ways that you could gain your strength without putting on the size too, right?
yeah, I think this is something also I would like to try a little bit more, because the last 2 years, I from April, we changed my gym program, and I do only 2 gym per week, and it's really like low volume, low intensity, and I felt good, but at the same time, I feel like we are taking away my strength.
Yeah.
What makes me different from the other girls?
So you look at those girls who you don't really compare to. What about some of the girls that you would compare to? Maybe like Sarah Sjöström. She's bigger, stronger as well, right?
It's true. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I feel like we always look at the girls like, we always look at each other. And I remember Emma, she told me when we were in the same team at the ISL, she told me, I wish I could look like you. And I was like, girl, I wish I could look like you, you know? So I guess you always look at the girls, but you don't, it's not the same body. But yeah, of course, like Sarah, she's a huge example for me. And I think what she does is amazing, and yeah, she's so strong. I think she's one of the strongest girl in the pool, you know.
Yeah. What about your decision on the French side of things? How have they responded to the decision you're making to come to America?
I guess they're probably a little bit overwhelmed by the situation, because a lot of French athletes want to move to the US. But at the same time, they are aware that the offer is not good in France. So I think they can't really say anything. I think, of course, they're like a bit disappointed, because they're losing a lot of French swimmers are going to the US. But they think if it's for my best, it's for their best as well. So they're okay with that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I have some questions for you, some fast questions. Maybe we'll go through some of these. Have a look. If you could race against any swimmer in history, who would you like to race?
Honestly, I'm so grateful I raced Sarah Sjöström, because for me she's the best in the sprint, in the sprinting world in swimming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really grateful. I remember the first time I raced next to her, I was like, Marie, you won.
What do you think makes her so special? What does she do well on race day that we don't see? Like you see the inside, we don't see that. What do you see?
I think she's so chill and she's so confident, you know. I think
Right.
she knows what she's capable of. Um, she and I think she's so regular. Every month, she starts to swim 23 in
Consistent.
season. So yeah, she's so consistent.
Yeah.
So she knows she doesn't have to do her best performance ever to win the race.
Mm.
Instead of me, if I want to win, I know I have to be at my best, and I think that's a big difference as well.
What are your best times right now in your events?
So my best time on the 100 fly is 56.1. On the 103, 53.1. And on the 50 fly, 25.3. And 53, 24.5.
24.5. So 53.1 and 56.1, you said, eh?
Yeah.
So you're looking to break these barriers. 53 has to disappear. You have to be
Yeah.
52, and then 55. You have to squash 56, eh?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to keep going as well, because I
Yeah.
feel like I have this in me.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how I'm gonna achieve it, but I think it's in my potential to do it.
What's up? This is Nate from SwimNerd. Just letting you guys know about SwimNerd timing. We now offer the most affordable, the easiest to use timing system in the world. We got it all. Starters, harnesses, buttons, touchpads, scoreboards, your one-stop shop for all your timing needs. Check us out at swimpractice.com.
What about any pre-race superstitions you have?
Music for sure. I listen to music.
French or English?
Both, but lots of French rap.
Who's your favorite French rapper?
Oh my god. There is this French rapper in Marseille who is really, really famous. His name is Joel.
Joel?
J-U-L. And
Oh, Joel.
Yeah, is really famous, and it's fun to listen to as well.
Have you ever met him?
No, never. Maybe one day.
He lives in the same city.
Yeah.
What about your favorite workout? What's a workout that you remember that you can share with other people?
Oh, definitely stuff like 10, 25s max on 3 minutes. Like, I love it. Like, just going 110%. I don't think that's the thing I'm the best at, but I hate when my heart rate is high and I have to keep going and stuff. I love when I have enough rest to reset and go again. I love it.
I think you're gonna love Herbie then. Herbie loves workouts like that, so you're gonna
really?
get a lot of those. Yeah, you get a lot of those.
Yeah.
What about if you could change any rule in swimming? What would the rule be if you could change one?
I think in my interest, I would say no underwater.
Yeah.
So yeah, at least I think Gretchen Walsh, and we will be more equal.
Yeah.
So yeah, in my interest, I would say that.
Yeah, she's really taken it to another level, hasn't she? She's phenomenal in her underwaters right now.
Incredible. Like, I mean, I didn't really look at the results at World Champs short course, but I remember I switched on the TV just to look at the 100 fly, and she was just like, it felt like she was 10 meters in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And I think she swam 52.7, which is crazy. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but it's good because she's breaking barriers, and I mean, congratulations to her. Like, it's amazing what she does.
Yeah, she's taken a skill and just really owned it, take it to a whole nother level. And I mean, when you watch it, you think to yourself, she's not doing anything special. She's just doing it well consistently, and she's doing it over, either 2 laps or 4 laps, better than further and longer than anybody else. I mean, it's just the way she's mastered that one particular skill is quite impressive.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's amazing, and I will definitely, once I can do kick again, I will look at her footage and Léon as well, because I really need to understand how they do it, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can all improve, but by looking at them.
Right.
Of course, there is natural talent, but
Yeah.
there is also like the technique, what they do. I think it's really interesting to look at.
Yeah. What did you hope to get out of the surgery? Like, did they accomplish what you wanted?
Yeah, so it's fully repaired, but now just to get back, you have a process to respect, and you can't go faster than that. So you need to be really cautious about your knee, and so I expect to race at French National in June, and I think it's going to be my first competition. So 6 months after the surgery. But yeah, it's going well. I mean, I can't really do kick in the pool, but I can do squats. I can do strength in the gym. So I think it's not too bad. And I'm just taking my time. Honestly, I'm not in a rush. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to take my time and be ready for next season.
What about when do you expect to arrive at ASU?
So my goal is probably to arrive end of March after the NCAAs. I need to text. I need to text Herbie first, but that's what we said. So yeah, I need to book my flights as well. But I just want to. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, because the rehab, sometimes you can be a little bit late on the process. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, my goal is to be there for April.
Okay. And then head back, do a couple of months there, head back for French Nationals, qualify for the team, and then go to the World Championships. That'd be good.
Yeah, hopefully we will see. I mean, I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Right now, of course, it's a bit scary when you look at the times, because after 6 months off, you lose it so quickly. But I think sometimes you can have good surprise when you're just mentally super happy, and when you don't know what to expect, sometimes the best thing comes to you. So we will see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Maria, best of luck, and thanks for sharing your story today. I know there's a lot more people in America who'll get to know you now through this, so I'm sure you'll have some supporters over here. So good luck with the transition, okay?
Thank you very much, and see you soon.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.